Well, good evening again, and you join me here up on Baslow Edge in the Peak District, and we've come up here this evening. Hopefully we're going to get some nice light. There's a bit of low cloud at the moment, but hopefully that'll break away a little bit and just allow a little bit of low light to come through, which I think it's almost doing now. The aim of this evening is to try and capture an image looking across Baslow Edge to Kerbar Edge, which is in the background there, and that's the aim for this evening. Came up here about a year ago, and it was actually one of the first occasions I came up with my film camera and tripod and tried to capture some of the images up here, which didn't quite go according to plan, but everything's a learning experience, isn't it? So it's really nice to come up again this evening and to sort of revisit a familiar location and to see how these images come out this evening. So you'll join me when I'm going to set up. I think I'm going to set up very shortly now. I've taken a few test images which I can pop up now and just show you. I'll set up. You'll join me when I start taking the images this evening as the light falls. And be sure as ever to subscribe and to hit the bell button to get future notifications. And I will catch you once I've set up. Right, so I found a spot just here overlooking this sort of rocky outcrop on Baslow. And if I get my phone out, I can record a little bit, because I can't find a vantage point to put you this evening so you can see the view I've got. If I record this on my phone, you'll be able to have a look. As you can see, it's a nice vantage point where we've got this sort of pillar and then some rocky outcrop with the heather, then a brick wall leading you up to Kerbar Edge, which is nicely illuminated at the moment, as you can see in here. I think I might just quickly try and take that while it's looking good. So you can see it's a nice layered image, nice foreground, midground and background. And yeah, really the purpose is to try and capture something nice with the sun going down with Kerbar Edge in the background and Baslow Edge sort of snaking through this foreground and midground actually. So I'm on a 35mm lens, so a little bit of a tighter lens, but it's kind of lending itself to compress the foreground a little bit to make the distance, make Kerbar Edge appear a little bit more significant in the frame. I've got the polarizer on as per usual, and I'm using a 0.9 ND grad, and I'll keep looking because I'm looking at seeing where this sun's going. It's just appearing now, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of sunlight on this foreground. Check my tripod's level. I'm at an f11, which, given that the foreground is probably 2 or 3 meters away, it shouldn't be a problem with focus in the foreground. I believe I'm just focused at infinity. So I'll just double check how the foreground focus is looking. It's looking good to me. The sun is just starting to shimmer. It's looking really nice up on Kerbar now. Hopefully we're just going to get the light just across. Oh yeah, it's coming. So I'm going to try a couple of different options here with the 35mm, then I might jump onto the 24 and make a bit more of a feature of the rocky outcrop in the foreground here. There we go, let's have a go at this. Right, well, I'm going to swap over onto the 24. Let's have a look at a couple of angles on that, and then if we do get a glimmer of light through the bottom, maybe I could get a slightly different shot. If I show you what I can see. You can see you get a little bit more sky, a little bit more foreground. It's quite a nice composition as it is actually, although I feel like maybe it's worth sort of bringing the foreground elements a little bit closer, just to give them a little bit more effect, and then that might lead on to the brick wall a little bit better just here, leading up to Kerbar Edge. So let's see what I can do. I think take the camera off the tripod and have a little wander. That works quite nicely down here if you still can see me. So I've moved that spot a little bit further down from where I was before, and this just accentuates the foreground actually. So it's just show you what I'm looking at then. Here it is on the camera. So as you can see, we've got the heather here, and then this boulder leading to this stack of boulders, leading to the footpath, sorry, to the brick wall even, up onto Baslow Edge, up onto Kerbar Edge, and then in the far distance, just over there, you can see what would lead to the Derwent Valley with Win Hill on the far hand side. So I'm just waiting for the sun to sort of dip down a little bit between the clouds. As you can see, it's sort of a little bit of cloud cover. So we're just waiting for a bit of a gap in the clouds. But that doesn't stop you from doing a few test shots and having a look. I've been having a wander around just to see if there's any other spots that might work well, and I do really like this one with the brick wall and the boulders, the leading boulders. I think it sort of something a bit different, maybe not a usual view of Baslow Edge, but yeah, really kind of making use of what we've got available. The clouds are starting to go quite nice over Kerbar Edge now. It's just whether we get a little bit of a crease of sunlight through those clouds, because they're sort of getting quite thick now. So the sun's just creeping out below those clouds like I was hoping for. So let's have a go and see if we can capture something here. I'm going to have a go at that while we can. That's a long exposure. Let's have a look at that. That's looking gorgeous. Right, let's pull that filter out and just check my polarizer is doing what I want. Let's grab another one of these, and then I think I might move along. Give that a go. Nice. Let's have a quick check of the focus on that. Looking good. It's looking gorgeous. Right, let's bob down here like I talked about and see if I can grab that landscape image. Hopefully you can still see me down here, probably in the glare of the sun actually. I do apologise. Looking gorgeous again. Check my polarizer's doing what I want it to do. Let's give that one a go while we've got some sun. Looking bubbled, not quite. Give that a go. Come up here a tad. I think we might be able to grab one last one. Yeah, I think the sun's starting to just go off off Kerbar Edge now, so we might be struggling a little bit there. Let's give that one last go. Let's have I'm not doing so well trying to get my tripod level today. Or ball head level, should I say? There we go, give that a go. That's looking really good. Well, the sun is now well and truly set, and I really think I managed to grab some really nice images there, just with those few minutes where the sun appeared through the layer of clouds before it hit the horizon, and it just shows sometimes it's worth waiting out. Really worthwhile doing a recce, having a little bit of look around the location, picking the spot you want to go to, perhaps finding the foreground interest you, that's going to be key to the image, and then working out how that intertwines with your midground and background, and sort of coming recceing, having a look, trying to find those key spots how you want to take those images, and then sort of taking some test images like you've seen me do on the last couple of vlogs, taking a few images in relatively nice lighting but not maybe the optimum lighting, and using them as a bit of a guide really to creating those images in the right lighting. And I think just waiting out this evening really paid off. I could have moved around a bit, I could have tried to reframe and maybe catch some detail shots or something where the light doesn't matter quite so much, but I think spending the time just waiting and waiting for that opportunity for the sun to come through created some really interesting light and some nice images. And as usual, I'll pop them up at the end of this video so you can have a look and maybe vote for your favourite. And yeah, it was one of those evenings where I thought, as I came up here about a year ago, towards the beginning of my photographic journey, I just thought it's perhaps nice to revisit a familiar location and see what I could get out of it. And yeah, as expected, got something much nicer than last time. But that's it. We're always improving, always being critical of our own work, and always trying to look to improve on it. And yeah, I think I definitely did tonight. But yeah, what to say for the next time I venture back up onto Baslow Edge. Anyway, I'll leave it there for this evening, and thank you for joining me again. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to make sure you get future updates. If you hit the bell button, you'll get a little notification next time I upload a vlog. I'll do my best to keep these as regular as possible, and it's always nice for you to join me on these outings and get to see some really nice interesting places in the Peak District. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you then. Take care now. Bye.